About 2 weeks ago, when I uploaded my Regidrago VGC video, my editor Kurt actually commented saying that I was too scared to use Greninja on ladder. Well, you know what, Kurt? Challenge accepted. Today, we're going to be using Greninja on the VGC ladder to see if we can get a win with it, and if we can actually make this Pokemon look good. If you guys enjoy, of course, like and subscribe for more, and with that said, let's get started. So before we get into the battles, of course, we do have the rental code on screen right now. This team was pretty much a team off of VGC pace, so I'm going to link whatever info I can on the original team, but I did make one change while trying to keep this true as possible. I did just take off Brave Bird on Corviknight for Roost, because I did not like having a Rocky Helmet Corviknight without Roost. Otherwise, though, it's pretty much the same team. I'll link both versions down below in case you guys want to try the original as well. Basically, the goal of the team is either have Pow D-Knight lead with Greninja as a nice cleaner, or we have something like a Pelipper Regieleki lead with Greninja being able to deal more damage as a wall breaker thanks to Rain with the Tera water boost plus the Hydro Cannon. Now this Greninja is pretty interesting because thanks to Endure as well, we can actually deal some insane damage to most opponents, since between the Torrent boost, the Tera water boost, the Rain boost, and the Hydro Cannon damage, as well as the fact this Greninja is actually a very slow, bulky Greninja with the modest nature and max special attack, most opponents just do not like taking hits from this thing. Really, this whole team is just built around a lot of nice lures with stuff like Life Orb Pelipper that you don't really see anymore, and I think that we can actually manage to get some good wins off of it just due to the fact that most people won't expect the actual team comp we have today. With that said, let's see how we ended up doing. Okay, and our first team of the day looks like it's Zapdos, Urshifu, we have Fluttermane, Rillaboom, Landorus, we have Landorus T, and we have Heatran. Alright, good to know. I forget if I've mentioned this already because it has been a while since I've actually done a video on the channel. But I do have a new note-taking doc. I'm going to link that down below, as well as Marcus's stuff, who made it. Shoutouts to Marcus. I know a lot of people ask me about note-taking and all that. I'll put in my lead while I'm monologuing. But yeah, so I know a lot of people have asked me about that in the past. So yeah, I'll just link it down below. We're going to be bringing D-Knight Pow lead. I think D-Knight Pow matches up really well into pretty much anything logical my opponent could go with. So we're gonna go with that. Also, I'm switching the monitor that I have my note-taking doc on because it will be easier to look at it right over here, and I can keep this window in over here. By the way, elephant in the room, I dyed my hair again. This will change yet again to green in about a month when I finish my non-green screen setup. So that'll be a thing. I guess. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I need to let the blonde settle is the real answer, but I'll also have a non-green screen set up by then because there's no way I'm keeping green hair off of green background that you guys can't see right now. Anyway, so, well, now the actual, anyway. Looks like this is a Zapdos and Rillaboom lead. Good to note, good to note. So, Zapdos did not pop a Grassy Seed. That's good information, actually. We do see Grassy Terrain go up, though, which is perfectly fine, actually. Let's see, so Grassy Surd. Oh no, this is no item, right? Okay, anyway, enough time on the notes for right now. I'm gonna go for the, I think I'm just gonna dual target the Zapdos. No, actually, what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna definitely go for the Tera. No, I'm just gonna go for Wing Attack and a Rillaboom, and then go for Protect. The Rillaboom's definitely gonna go for Fake Out into Power, which is perfectly fine. Let's see. Grassy Fake Out. Okay, yep, perfect. So it did reveal Fake Out. Made sense, honestly. It was a pretty predictable option, to be fair, but still good to note, of course. Let's see. Okay. So we will definitely take that. Wing Attack does go off into the Rillaboom, and it's just completely gone. Already one Pokemon down. I am pretty okay with taking out the Rillaboom. Rillaboom could have actually been pretty annoying for stuff like Sash Breaking later on. It's also just really good into my Greninja. It's probably like the best defensive check that my opponent has. Everything else can just be muscle passed by the Rain Core. Okay, so Fluttermane did come. That's mon number 3. We obviously know this is Photosynthesis, which is good to note. Obviously, you know, Fluttermane being Fluttermane. I forget, I should have noted down if we saw a Booster Energy pop, but it's fine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to Tera now just to get rid of my weakness to Fluttermane. And then I'm just going to dual target that as well with the Ice Spinner plus the Dragonite hit. I'm not too concerned with Zapdos, actually. Despite the fact that Zapdos does outpace my Greninja, I can use that to my advantage and just try and dual target it with other Pokemon. Plus, Zapdos doesn't do a lot to my current Pokemon out. And frankly, what I can do is whenever one of these two die, I can just target Zapdos with the other one and then switch in Pelipper. Or even just, I don't know, I'll have options. I'll definitely have options. Regardless, though, we are going to see the Tera go off on my end. This means that neither of my opponent's Pokemon did Tera unless the Zapdos is speed tying me, which it shouldn't speed tie me. We don't have a lot of speed in our Dragonite, so I can't imagine. We actually have no speed in our Dragonite, so they would literally have to be like a minus speed set to actually be underpacing, which is more than okay for me. Ice Spinner does go off in the Flutter Mane. This should do a ton of damage. Perfect. We bring it down right at the very bottom of its health. We do not reveal Focus Sash, actually. I genuinely thought that would be Focus Sash, mostly just because, again, I thought that I disregarded some sort of booster energy there. Either way, though, we see Thunderbolt go off and we see Moonblast go off. Perfectly fine. And then Moonblast, okay. Good to note. We can just bring in Gren. Gren should be a very easy way to just pick off the Flutter Mane. Yeah, I think Flutter Mane will be what I target with this. I'm just going to go for my Shuriken here. Actually, what I could do, I could be a little bit cheeky with this and go for Endure on Greninja, and then go for the Ice Shard into Flutter Mane. This way, actually, I'll just go for Ice Spinner into Flutter Mane. No, actually, I think I gain a lot more just going for... Yeah, I just go for Endure, and then I just go for Ice Spinner into Flutter Mane. This way, just in case if this mon goes for Protect, I can still take out both. My opponent will actually switch out here, which is perfectly fine. They're going to bring in the last Pokemon, which proves to be probably Heatran. Or Shifu. Okay, Shifu comes in. And it is Rapid Strike. Good to note. Meanwhile, they are going to Tera on the Zapdos, which is also good. That's perfectly fine by me. They're going to go into Tera Steel. Ooh, see, this works out really well, though. Because now that I've revealed the moveset, we can actually start trying to take out that Zapdos. So Endure is going to pop, which should mean that we can obviously get a Torrent boost whenever Zapdos does inevitably try and take me out. Or even still with Greninja being at full, that's also fine. They are going to Thunderbolt into the Greninja. Perfect. Torrent is going to activate now. They would literally have to Aqua Jet this spot to actually outpace me, which is fine. I can just go for Water Shuriken plus Sacred Sword. The bigger threat right now is the Zapdos because it can actually muscle Pelipper. I'm now at an endgame state where I can just win off of Pelipper, which is great. So I don't really need to care. The Greninja will do a lot for me, and even if Rapid Strike or Shifu does go for the Gren here, that's also in a way good because being left with like a Greninja plus a specifically being left with Greninja plus Pelipper means that I could just take out the Flutter Mane with Water Shuriken, and then our Shifu could just get again massacred by Pelipper, which is fine. Okay. So we're going to see the Torrent boost obviously doing some good damage with the loaded dice. We should at least be able to bring this down to around like 60, which just means that we could take it out with Sacred Sword. Thank you, Greninja, for once again, just like in practice every single time, always getting only 4 rolls with that loaded dice hit. Very much appreciated. Zapdos, ooh, Rocky Helmet. Okay, it's a little scary if they targeted Urshifu with... I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter. It actually doesn't really matter at all. Okay, Surgeon Strikes, yeah. So they were always going to kill me anyway. They do, yeah, about like 60 a hit. They were always killing anyway, to be honest. Okay. I'm kind of shocked by how little damage that does, honestly. Like, that's very surprising how little damage that move does. We're going to regardless bring in Pelipper here, though. My goal should always just be to go for the Hurricane. And then go for the, Hurricane into Urshifu. And then go for Water Shuriken into Flutter Mane. If they dual Protect, that's fine. Doesn't really make a difference. If they let me just kill the Flutter Mane, that's fine. Doesn't really make... Like nothing that actually happens here makes a big difference. As long as I just dual attack. There's no form protection that would actually stop this from going off. Because Flutter Mane will guarantee die, which is the more threatening Pokemon. And even if I get to a board state where it's just Flutter Mane plus the Pelipper, it's at 1 health and Hurricane should kill. So there's not really a situation where I'm scared. Perfect. Flutter Mane goes down. And then meanwhile, what does my opponent actually do with their Shifu here? They probably just, I don't know. I guess if they have like Thunder Punch, that could be kind of scary. But I don't think his mon, yeah, Aqua Jet. Okay, perfectly fine. So they were slow. They were like really slow at Shifu, which is interesting. Because like I'm not fast Greninja. I only hit 143, but like they were slower than I was, which is insane. Greninja, regardless, is able to pick off Flutter Mane, which means that Pelipper can safely get the last kill there in case of like a Thunderbolt or a Moonblast on the Flutter Mane that just did a lot of damage. So we'll take it. We get the first win of the day. Maybe Greninja isn't so shit after all. We'll find out in game number 2. Okay, so looking at our game number 2, we're taking on a team consisting of Indeedee, Regidrago, Gudra, Hisuian, Tornadus, Skoldengo, and Flutter Mane. Very interesting, of course. In terms of the team, I think that my best play, really against any sort of Indeedee team, and it doesn't really change a lot, is just leading off with Chien-Pao yet again. Chien-Pao just matches up so well into clearing terrain. It clears through most of these Pokemon as well. They don't know that Goldango can't get touched by this. It doesn't really matter. They don't have to ever find that out. We're going to go with Dragonite yet again on lead. Dragonite should be decent. I am going to backline Corviknight, though. Corviknight should be really helpful here, mostly just in case if they leave with Flutter Mane, because I don't really like Tera Dragonite this much. It's not terrible, just I feel like I have better options. And then I think Final Mon is probably going to yet again be Greninja. Realistically, Water Dark actually just does, well, actually, let me rephrase. Water Ice just does so much into this team. Again, doesn't really matter that they have like Goldango, for example. If it's Tera Water, so be it. I guess maybe I should have brought a Lucky for Tera Water Goldango. Doesn't really matter. I can actually still touch that pretty easily anyway. And again, they don't know that I didn't bring Regieleki. They don't know that I don't have neutral ways to hit Tera Water Goldango. They don't know a lot of things. They're going to bring Goldango and Tornadus here. Okay, perfectly fine. Tornadus Goldango actually should be pretty easy to muscle past here. What I can proceed to do is just completely remove their form of priority by just going for dual target here. We're going to go for the... This is like the one lead I actually do think that Tera Normal E-Speed is kind of beneficial. Even if Goldango doesn't... Like realistically, no matter what, I actually have no reason to target Goldango until it goes for Tera. Because I should always just be clearing through Torn priority. If I hit Goldango with that accidental Ice Shard, so be it. But I'd rather just make sure this Tailwind never does go up. Perfect. They're going to withdraw Goldango. That saves me so much thinking power right now. They're going to bring in Indeedee. Okay. That's... Okay, maybe I should have went for Ice Spinner at least to try and clear this, but it's still not a huge deal. Even if they get up Tailwind here, I'm not too concerned. Plus, Torn would have to actually Tera here, which he did not, to get around my priority. So it's fine for this turn, actually. Maybe locking into E-Speed isn't the best thing with Indeedee on the field, but I don't think my opponent realizes that I can still target them. Maybe the Ice Spinner in general, though, over Ice Shard was better just for clearing through terrain on a potential switch. But again, Torrent just drops. Okay. Really only like a super defensive Torrent would have taken that anyway, which is why I made the dual target, because I always killed with both moves. But not a huge deal either way. Okay. So I'll switch out Dragonite here 100%. I'm probably just going to go into Corviknight. Corviknight should be pretty decent for Goldango if it comes in, and really for everything if it comes in, for that matter. Goodra is 2-in. Okay, then I'm 100% bringing in Corviknight. And then I'll go for Ice Spinner into the Indeedee here. I don't want this thing getting up Trick Room safely. And we can clear through terrain, which will be beneficial for Greninja cleaning, as well as Dragonite helping assist late game. Even just getting rid of any sort of terrain immunity. Well, terrain just existing is a little bit annoying, to be completely honest. And I'd rather just not let it exist. Chien-Pao is going to do some serious damage. That does about half. We'll take that. And we revealed Rocky Helmet Indeedee. Now, definitely interesting. They probably would have Tera this if it wasn't for the fact that I have no Urshifu. But for stuff like Urshifu, obviously that's really beneficial, so I can get that. Maybe if I revealed Gren later on, they might Tera that Mon. Goodra goes for Shelter, though, which is kind of annoying, but it's not a huge deal. Thankfully, we do have Taunt on our Corviknight. Now, they might outpace us, which is fine. I'm going to go for the Protect, actually, on my Chien-Pao. And then I'm going to go for a Taunt on the Goodra. The Taunt on Goodra is mostly just because I don't think a Chien-Pao will live long enough, truthfully, to take out that Goodra, and that could actually be kind of a problematic Mon. And I'd rather just stop from setting up. Even if it gets to +4, that's whatever, but I can at least try and put some sort of pressure on this thing before it gets too set up. We've revealed Shelter. We've revealed all 4 Mons, actually. So we know that no Regidrago, and we know Flutter Mane. So, let's see. So, Shelter, Trick Room, this is Psychic Terrain. Again, all good pieces of information I have here. Follow me. Okay, again, all staples here, but we're still fine with this. We can taunt the... At the very least, we can taunt the Indeedee here, which is decent. We know that this thing has Body Press. Again, all pretty standard things, but even just taunting Indeedee, for example, despite the fact that Follow Me was pretty blatantly obvious, is a really good thing. Making sure this thing can't redirect me anymore is pretty beneficial. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go for the Ice Spinner here, right into Indeedee in case they ignore me. And then I'm going to taunt the Goodra. They would essentially either need to value letting me get the taunt off on Goodra, which means that it's stuck at +2 forever, which is pretty good, albeit... we did Tera the D-Knight, which means that we now have an entire team weak to this Pokemon. But again, making sure it can't get any sort of Protect off or anything, at least does give some sort of room to counterplay. Okay. So, this should work out pretty well, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in Greninja, and I'm going to solve Trick Room for a turn. Because I might be able to get to a situation where I can actually maybe muscle this, but it's going to be kind of tricky. First, how many turns is Trick Room? There are 2 turns of Trick Room left. Perfect, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Endure on this first turn. And we are going to click Body Press right into the... I need to go into the Indeedee. As much as I need damage off in Goodra, I actually need to clear the Indeedee first. Because I need to make sure that it can't get Trick Room up. And sadly, they swapped back into Goldengo, which means they have a very good immunity to this. Which is, for better or worse, the situation we're in. Now, if they target Corviknight here, good play. But they'll take Rocky Helmet damage, which is kind of good. Nope, they Body Press Greninja. Okay. So this does also kind of have a benefit because they went Goldengo here at least. And I can still get a good hit off onto this. Either they're going to trade the Gold... Well, they're going to either let me get good chip on Goldengo, which is huge. Or they will not. And they're going to switch into Indeedee. But that means that they have to target Greninja with the Goodra. Which means that Corviknight is still pretty healthy. They have not revealed my Rocky Helmet yet, which is huge. The Dragonite is still in a good situation where I could just spam Stomping Tantrum, actually, which is fine. But essentially, I do need to kind of just be careful. I need to be very fucking careful. The Goodra might snowball me, but that's kind of on my own fault for going for Tera D-Knight. It is what it is, but just a little unfortunate. We thankfully revealed some decent information overall about the team, though. We know like exactly what we're fighting here. So I kind of just need to take advantage of that, which I think I could have done a lot better of a job of if I just Ice Spinnered immediately, because I could have actually taken out Indeedee before Trickroom got up, and that would have been a lot better of a situation for me as a whole. Okay, so Indeedee does come back in. It resets Psychic Terrain. That's fine. That's honestly fine. Not a huge deal. It's not great for me, but it's not terrible either. They're going to just pick off Greninja. So kind of a wasted Mon here, but it's okay. We all knew that Greninja was a wasted Mon anyway. There's nothing new being revealed right now. Meanwhile, the Goodra is at least going to be able to get Body Press this turn, which is decent. Oh, never mind. That's not any damage. That's very fake damage right there. Ugh, I hate this Mon. Yeah, we're going to have to... I think I'm going to have to Outrage. Specifically because of the fact that I think there's a very real chance that Goodra just tears right now. Specifically because if I lock into... Yeah, I'm going to click Outrage. Fuck it. Nope. No. Wait. No, I need to click Tantrum. And then I need to click Body Press. There's an endgame where I might be able to, if that's like a Choice Goldengo, beat it. But the issue is, though, is that Choice Goldengo typically does run Thunderbolt anyway. So it's not a very safe situation. Oh, they went for Tera. Please don't be something that's going to be like Tera Fairy. Wait, actually, I guess Outrage would have been bad in Tera Fairy anyway. But still. Oh, fuck, they're Tera Fairy. Okay. So this is very bad now. This is actually super bad because I don't have a great way to damage this. My Body Press is going to do even less damage than it already was. Tantrum is now kind of a useless turn. And Wing Attack would have been better. Oh, yeah, that's not good at all. That's very bad damage. Goodra's just going to kill. Yeah. Goodra didn't kill. Well, Trickroom's going to get up anyway and Goodra will kill. Yeah, I'm going to forfeit. This game is over. We're 1-1 for the day. Let's hope that we can get a better game number 3. Where maybe Goodra doesn't get rolled. Please, no more Goodra. No more Goodra into this team. But, yeah, we are very much out of here. Okay, and we are here with game number 3. For all the marbles, unless if it's a really quick game, we need to make sure that we are now taking out this team. Which is kind of interesting. I will say the Trick Room aspect of it could actually be kind of terrifying, but we do have some outs still. Mostly Trick Room with like Iron Thorns going for like Rock Slide plus Wild Charge in my team could be kind of annoying. What I think I need to do is I need to lead off with the Dragonite, and I need to lead off with the Chimpao. I think I'm going to bring Regieleki this time, because no ground type looks very good here, and really the only actual resistance is Iron Thorns. And I think the last one I bring is Gren. Gren could actually be pretty good in terms of getting me out of some situations against Thorns, especially if it doesn't Tera. And any Tera set anyway should fold to Dragonite. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I still need to lead Dragonite anyway, though, because I need to make sure that I put enough pressure on that Torn. Assuming that Torn does lead, or even if Cresselia leads, it's a good Outrage Mon, just to Outrage something and kill. So Pow D-Knight kind of just has to be my lead by circumstance, which is a little unfortunate, but if I could stop Trick Room from going up with Crest, great. If I could stop Tailwind from going up with Torn, also great. Really, their speed control, though, with Thorns will be the issue. The second the speed control gets ignored, even if I have to sack a good Mon, I'm set. They're going to lead off with Thorns and single Striker Shifu. Okay, good to note, actually. It's a rare single Striker Shifu. Let's see. Good to note. So, in terms of my opponent's team, what do I need to do? So, I think that my play is going to be Tera normal E-Speed. Actually, no. I think I don't Tera, specifically because I think that my opponent might try and predict that. And I'm just going to go for the dual target into Torn. E-Speed plus Ice Shard should be some really good damage, even without Tera. Yeah, see that? Perfect. And then there's no way in hell... Oh, they're Rocky Helmet. That's good information, actually. Oh my god, they took that. Okay, so they are Prankster. Rocky Helmet. Yeah, that's a KO on something. They're gonna go for POW. Perfectly fine. So they did get up Tailwind. A little annoying. They do have Drain Punch on our Shifu. That's fine. It is what it is. We're gonna go for E-Speed into Urshifu, and I'm gonna go for Ice Shard into Torrent here. This way, in case they go for like a Tera Ghost or something, they can't really ignore that. This damage on Urshifu is still really good. If they go for Drain Punch into something, that's fine. If they kill my POW, that's also fine. We're just gonna kill the Torrent though. Torrent being gone is perfect. So we've killed Torrent. Perfect. That is a 0. That's a dead Mon. Wicked Blow. Alright, so we know it's not Choice Urshifu. That's also fine. Perfect. So it's not choiced. Orthworm comes in. Alright, Orthworm. Ooh, Orthworm's kind of scary, actually, I can't lie. We are going to hope that Untailwind we can outpace Total Warm. We're going to go for Sacred Sword. While there is merit to maybe going for like a Tera Ghost here to get around Body Press, at the same time, my opponent might just go for Heavy Slam anyway. It's like a guaranteed kill, and there's no reason not to just go for Heavy Slam. Sacred Sword will go off. We do outpace the Worm, and wow, that does no damage. I know the Worm's bulky, but oh my god. Thankfully they killed D-Knight of all things, because D-Knight going down is actually pretty huge. D-Knight going down essentially does guarantee that we can just bring in a Lecky for free. And even if Iron Thorns is here, and it's like a really fast Pokemon, I can just slow it, which is huge. Iron Thorns, okay, perfect. This works out well for me. Because a Lecky should guarantee underpace, well, guarantee outpace. Even with Tailwind up, it should guarantee outpace. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for an Electro Web here. The Electro Web should put the Worm in range where I'm fine. I'll go for Protect, actually, because I do kind of want to scout. I don't care about the damage right now, truthfully, because Worm should actually be kind of easy to muscle. I would much rather figure out a Tera, which sadly did not end up being the case. The Electro Web should do some good damage to both. Yeah, see, that's pretty good on Worm. And we now guarantee outpace Iron Thorns, which is huge. Going for the Protect as well. It was mostly for the Tera, to be fair, but it helps even still with trying to get around things like missing Iron Thorns, for example. Rock Blast, perfect. Right. Oh, into Regieleki. Okay, that could have been huge. And then Body Press was definitely into POW. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go for another one. I'm going to definitely just go for another one. Opposing team's Tailwind petered out. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, we'll just go for another one. Because why not? And then we'll go for the Sacred Sword here. If my opponent predicts around this, maybe goes for like a Tera Bug, that's their choice, not mine. I think there's a very high chance they just go for like a Tera Grass or Bug or something. Tera Bug would be decent, but I can kill that. Perfect. Tera Bug. Yep, that's Grandfather right there. Gren can just go for Tera Water and then go for Hydro Cannon and massacre that Pokemon. So I'm more than okay with this. Plus Electro Web will now do twice as much damage because it's no longer resisted. Orthworm just dies. They will take the Sacred Sword pretty well though. And I'm fully convinced this thing will kill something. I'm not sure really what it's going to go for the kill on, but it's going to kill something, I think. It's going to go for Rock Blast. Okay, perfect. It's definitely loaded dice. That's 2 hits. I need 4 hitters? Actually, go for... Wow, 4 is just going to kill. Well, my opponent can get 5 hits. I apparently cannot. Fuck it. You know what? We're going to go for Shuriken here. We're going to go for Shuriken here because it's funnier. And I want to see if I can get the 5th hit. I need to get the 5th hit. Or I could just kill. I could just kill either way. But Gren needs a kill in this video. Gren has been done pretty dirty. And I want to see the 5th hit go off. So we're going to go for Tera Water here. And I'm actually going to go for a Protect here. Just to fish for it. Because that's the easiest way that I can fish for this hit. If I lose Gren this turn, that's fine. But I want Gren to be punished if it doesn't get this 5th hit. So if Gren doesn't kill the Iron Thorns or get 5 hits, I want it punished. And it will die. And then I can win with Ice Shard next turn anyway. Like, there's no way I lose the game doing this, so I'm fine going for the funny play. Protect goes off with POW, and what is my opponent going to do? Let's see. Come on. 1 hit. Let's get the hits. Any 5 hit Shurikens? 1. Oh, we're going to need 5. We're going to definitely need 5. 2. 3. Come on. 5 hits. 4 hits. And there we go. Finally, we hit 5. Oh my god, yeah, this Mon, like, never hits 5 times for me, so that's actually, like, it's probably a very small amount of times. I know it's loaded dice, and I know it's not, like, guaranteed 5, but I never get the 5 with this Mon, so I'll take it. We got the 5th win. We get the 5th hit to end off our video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, like and subscribe for more. Kurt, we did it. We made Gren good in Master Ball. You happy, Kurt? You happy, Kurt? Perfect. Thank you, Kurt. with that said, of course, shoutouts to our channel members today. For only a couple dollars a month, you get some nice bonus content. We did just have our members run for last month go up, and actually for this current month, I should say. And we have the Roaring Moon vid. I'm not sure when it'll go up. Kurt and I were a little bit late. There were some issues regarding when I got the run up, both just editing it as well as forgetting to put it up. So Roaring Moon vid will be up soon. But shoutouts to this month's channel members being Zeke, Mia, Bbat, Timo Mueller, Sam, Rao Plays, Obo, Johannes B, Double, Chansey345, and Endless Gadgets. Your support is greatly appreciated. Again, links below to everything if you want to help out, support the channel the extra mile, but no obligation to as well. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out, guys.